magnetism. Especially we will discuss about magnetic declination and more about the electricity. So let's see. We know that Earth itself behaves as a magnet. Earth also has its north and south pole. Earth has magnetic field around it. Due to these reasons only, if we suspend any magnetic needle bar-shaped magnet, then they will be rest in the always north and south direction. This is because of Earth's magnetic field, the Earth magnetic declination. So, the magnetic declination is the angle of horizontal plane between the magnetic north and the geographic north, and this angle is denoted by theta. This angle shows the deflection of magnetic north and the geographic north of the Earth. Magnetic declination varies from place to place. It depends upon the magnetic field of particular place. Electric bell is a common application of the electromagnet. Electromagnet is very important in case of electric bell. Electric bell is used at many places, home, school, temple and so on. The construction of electric bell is as shown in this figure, and the main parts of electric bells are hammer, gong, horseshoe electromagnet which has number of wire turns on it, T1 and T2 terminal, battery, switch, metallic spring string, armature, and this is the adjusting screw. These all are the main parts of electric bell. The hammer is attached at the end of metallic spring string, and this is the adjusting screw. It is always in a contact of armature, as well as T1 and T2 are the two terminals, and this all connection is connected with the help of battery and switch. Once the switch will on, the bell will ring, and as the switch is off, bell will not ring. This is the construction of electric bell. Now let's see the working of an electric bell.
When the button switch is pressed, electric current flows from the dry cell to the electromagnet, and then to the contact screw, and finally to the terminal T2, and again to the dry cell. Thus, the electric circuit is completed, and as a result, electric current flows through the bell, and the following effect takes place. It means electromagnets get activated and pulls the soft iron armature strongly towards itself, and the spring connecting the armature and the stud S gets under the tension, and as a result the hammer strikes against the gong, which produces sound. The electric current flowing in a circuit breaks at the contact point, but the armature and hammer continues moving toward the electromagnet due to the inertia of motion. As the electric circuit breaks, electromagnets get demagnetized. Thus, it cannot hold the armature, and at this moment the spring which is under the tension brings the armature to its original position. As the armature returns to the original position, the electric contact is re-established and electric current flows through the circuit. And again, armature is attracted toward the electromagnet. In this way, rapid make and break of electric contact takes place, and hammer hits against the gong, producing the ringing sound.
The next topic is sources. In our day-to-day life, we are using electricity for many purposes. In our home, in school, at hospital and many other places, we saw that electricity is getting used and they are running the various electrical appliances with the help of electricity. So electricity is very essential part of our life. For example, television, lamp, motor, machines, tube lights, washing machine, refrigerators, they all are working on the basis of electricity only. Next, the sources of electricity. The sources of electricity means from where we are receiving the electricity or for our daily life from which sources we can receive electricity. So, there are four main sources of electricity. First, the electric cell and battery. Second, the mains. Third, the generator. And fourth, the solar cells. So, these four are the main source of electricity. Now, let's discuss each source in detail. First, the electric cell. Electric cell is a source of an electricity. The structure of electric cell is as shown in the figure. So let's see in detail. The electric cell contains one container which is of glass and it is a glass vessel. Now, it also uses the dilute sulfuric acid in it and it is called as electrolyte. There are two rods present in the electric cell. One of copper and other rod is of zinc. These two metallic rods are called as electrode. The chemical energy of the cell starts to change into the electrical energy and so as a result the cell becomes the source of electricity. The copper rod acts as a positive end, that is an anode, and the zinc rod acts as a negative end, it is called as cathode. This is the detailed structure of electric cell. The most commonly used cell is dry cell. Let's see the structure of dry cell in detail. Figure shows the dry cell structure. So, the dry cell is insulated with the zinc container. The zinc container, the base end acts as a negative terminal called as a cathode and the carbon rod is provided inside the dry cell with the end as a brass cap and which acts as a positive terminal, that is the anode, as well as the ammonium chloride paste is used as an electrolyte in this dry cell and the magnesium dioxide and charcoal mixture is filled in the muslin bag and it is insulated over the carbon rod, or we can take carbon rod is surrounded or covered with the mixture of magnesium dioxide and charcoal. Here, this is the dry cell which I have drawn in the figure. We can understand the negative terminal, which is the base, it is a negative terminal, and in the figure it is shown with the minus, that is the cathode, and the brass cap is at the top, which is shown here as a positive end, it is called as a anode, and this whole structure of the cell is completely covered with the zinc container is also completely covered with the plastic coating or the metallic coating, and that is nothing but we can able to see the cell is completely packed. So there is no any fear of leakage in this dry cell. Advantages of dry cell are: dry cell is small in size and lightweight. from one place to other place very easily. As well as there is no any fear of leakage while using it. As well as we can use very easily by inserting it into the electrical devices. So there are very simple steps to use this cell. Due to all these reasons, dry cell is getting more used by the people. Next, the use of dry cell in torch. We all are familiar with this use and we all are using the dry cell in the torch, remote and many places. So let's see the use of dry cell in torch. So this is the bulb, this is a switch and this is the cap of the torch. Whenever we are inserting the two or more dry cell inside the battery or inside the torch, in that case we have to insert the cell in such a way that the negative end of the or cathode of the one cell should touch to the positive end of other cell. In such an arrangement, we are inserting the cell inside the torch. In this way, torch is completely depends upon the dry cell. So there are such a many devices which are working on the dry cells. So without them, such a devices are useless. Next, battery. It shows use of the dry cell. A group of two or more dry cells, it is called as a battery. We can make a battery by using the group of dry cells. And we need a battery or we need to make a battery when we need a more electricity. So let's prepare here the group of cell arrangement to make a battery. While making a battery, positive end of the cell should touch to the negative terminal of second cell. Similarly, positive terminal of second cell should touch to the negative terminal of third cell. And similarly, positive terminal of third cell should touch to the negative terminal of fourth cell. After that, we are connecting it with the help of wires to the bulb. And as a result, bulb will glow. So it shows that we can join two or more cells and we can make the battery to glow the bulb. That means this is the second source of electricity or this is the major source of an electricity. At the power station, electricity is getting generated and it provided through the poles and cables to the different cities, villages and many other areas. And after that, it is provided to the different locality through the transformer. And we all are taking using the wires and cables to take that electricity from electric pole to our house. And it is attached to the electric meter. And from that electric meter, it is distributed to our home to the different gadgets. For example, it is from the electrical meter, we are joining that wire for the bulb, fan, refrigerators, TV, AC and other electrical gadgets. An electrical meter measures the use of electricity. The generator. It is the source of an electricity. Whenever there is a power failure or shortage of the power, in such a situation, we can use the generator to get an electricity. In the generator, mechanical energy is getting converted into the electrical energy and it can solve the difficulty of shortage or power failure problems. So this is a useful source when we cannot get the electricity from the main source. With the advanced technology, now it is also possible to convert the light energy which we obtain from the sun to convert it into the electrical energy. And it is stored in the device solar cell. Its name suggests that it uses the solar energy. It means the energy which received from the sun. Solar cell stores the energy which is getting converted by sun light energy to the electrical energy. Or in this source, the light energy of the sun is getting transferred into the electrical energy. and then it can use for different electrical appliances. Solar cells have many applications in our day-to-day life. For example, solar cooker, solar geyser, and solar cells are also used in the satellites also.